In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace the front shocks on this Chevy Silverado. Let's get into it. We're going to pull the wheel off, take the center cap off first, use a straight blade screwdriver. You might want to use a rag so you don't scratch anything. Just pop that off. Using a 22mm socket, take the lug nuts off. Take the wheel off. We're going to take off the sway bar link. Use a 15mm wrench on the nut, using a 15mm socket on the bottom. And just slide this down. And pull that out. Just going to lubricate this. Just use a little rust penetrant. Take these two bolts out. Use a 15mm socket. Using a pry bar, you can slide this back. Just like that, just so it's not being supported by the control arm anymore. That's good. You can access the upper shock nuts from up top under the hood. On one of the nuts there is a retainer. You have to take that off. You can use a trim tool, just a wire retainer that you have to take off. And just pop that off, out of the way. Now you can access the nuts. Now I'm using a 18mm socket. Take those nuts out. I'm just going to leave this nut on a couple threads just so the strut doesn't fall down. And take the last nut off. Now just supporting the strut, you can take this nut off. Then we can slide this down. Tip it out. And just pull it straight out. Now we loaded the whole assembly into a compressor, a spring compressor, and we compressed the spring down. Now we can take this nut off up top, but the stud is going to spin of the shock, so using some locking pliers, we're going to go as high up on the shock as possible. They make special tools that you can use a strut nut socket so that you can go through the center of it and hold the stud from spinning. If you have one of those, use one of those. Using an 18mm socket, take the nut off. I can loosen up the locking pliers and slide the shock out. Now take the shock and you want to compress it and let it extend, and do this 3 times. And put this spacer on. And we're gonna line this up so this is slanted. We want this towards the center stud, so going towards the back. If you took the old one off, you could take a look when you were taking it off and see which direction that angle was at. Slide this up in place. Take the nut, get that started. And if you have the special socket, you want to go over, hold the socket while you put a wrench on the stud to prevent it from spinning. What we're going to do is use this rubber band clamp to prevent the stud from spinning. I just need to raise up underneath this boot, just lift that up. And it's going to be the same as the locking pliers, but you don't want to put locking pliers on a new strut because you're going to ruin the seal. So do what you can to prevent it from spinning. Just go around. That should prevent it from spinning right there. Snug this up first. And we'll torque this to 37 foot-pounds. I can remove the rubber band clamp. Now I can loosen up the compressor. Just make sure everything's lined up properly. That looks good. And slide it out. And you want to move these nuts over from the old one. Just clip those on the new one. Just like that. Now slide it in, same way it came out. And line the studs up top. Take one of the nuts. Once you get that one started, you can let it down. Get the other one started. We're going to leave those loose and then go underneath. Now using the pry bar, just pry. If you lower control arm down, you can just take a rubber mallet, just tap it into place. Should be good there. Take the bolts. Get the bolts started. Snug the bolts up. And torque these to 37 foot-pounds. Now I'm going to tighten the upper shock mount bolts. Snug those down first. And now torque those nuts to 37 foot-pounds. reattach this wire attachment to the stud right there. That's good. Now we'll take this apart, take the nut off. Take these pieces off. And then just leave the washer and the bushing on the bottom. Go through a bushing, go through a washer, then that sleeve, then another washer, another bushing, go through the bar, another bushing, then the nut, so then the washer, then a nut. Get that nut started. Tighten this down. You want to torque that to 17 foot-pounds. Now put the wheel up. Put the lug nuts on. Now I'm going to torque the lug nuts in a cross pattern to 140 foot-pounds. Now just go around again, double check. Now take the center cap. There is a little picture of a valve stem. You want to line that up with the valve stem. Lock it down.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.